We're hopeful this final debate would bring them the answers they wanted. Details, real details about the economy, healthcare, education, and how the candidates' plans would affect their families.
That's a good question.
Yeah, tell the truth.
What I heard tonight for the first time was a little bit of honesty. I heard someone say, we have, as a society and as people, we have lived beyond our means. And in that honesty, there was just a little bit of hope that we can do this. And there were enough specifics to actually make me believe that it's going to work.
Are you still, would you say, and we'll start off with a show of hand, are all of you as concerned about the economy this week as you were a week ago?
Yes.
My husband was just told today that his last day of employment will be November the 28th. We still have a mortgage to pay. Now he has to find another job. This is the third layoff that he has had. So yes, I'm even more concerned about the economy this week than I was last week.
As a group, they're scared.
I need an answer as far as what are we going to do, us that are close to retirement age, you know, and our retirement plans, something we built a lifetime accumulating in a minute, it's in half.
Do either of these candidates, you feel personally, understand the challenges you're facing today, understand the reality of what you wake up to each morning and what you expect from them?
It's the trust issue. Do I really trust that they truly understand, or are they just saying what they know we want to hear?
As for using average American Joe the plumber or even Joe Sixpack to relate to voters, these women say it's just one example of how little the candidates understand about women voters.
McCain saying to Joe, Joe this, Joe that, he's speaking to half the population. Every time he does that, he excludes all of the women. And every time he uses the word Joe, he excludes people who have names that are very different.
For them, there was an upside to this debate. They did get more answers.
I completely got what I needed to hear tonight. I was so thankful that there was a question on education. They talked about getting the bad teachers to leave and getting them out. That was a huge thing for me. We need teachers in there that are dedicated to the children, not for the summers off.
And one area where the candidates could use some tutoring, healthcare.
I work in a healthcare field. So I don't think that they're fully educated. They have these grandiose ideas on how to reform it, but there's so many other factors involved.
Something Linda, a cancer survivor, knows firsthand.
You cannot treat your health care in a walk-in clinic. I need to be able to go where I need to go, to the specialist that I need to go to, and I need my employer to continue to be able to pay my health care. I cannot afford that health care on my own, and $5,000 from McCain is not going to do it.
With the final debate behind them, the one thing all of these women can agree on, at long last, the candidates are starting to give them what they need.
One other sticking point for these women, the negative campaigning. In fact, they cheered when that issue was raised in the debate. But in our discussion afterward, the women likened both men's behavior to immature school kids and said they were frustrated that neither candidate owned up to their attacks. As one panelist said, while negative campaigning may have been a winning strategy in the past, voters this time around, she feels, are just too focused on the issues to be taken in by the name-calling. In fact, she says the only thing they want to hear are the specifics. And after getting some specifics last night, all but two of the women on our panel say they now know, Campbell, who will get their vote November 4th.
All right. Erica Hill for us. Erica, thanks.